What's going on, Quotation Nation? QuotebyLee finally coming back for another Pokemon Sun and Moon discussion video. We are 5 days away from playing Pokemon Sun and Moon, so if you are hype, then make sure you hit like and you stick along to the channel. You know, we're going to have so much Sun and Moon stuff coming out. So this video is going to be going over the new trailer that dropped this morning and some of the stuff about Coro that leaked the other day. First thing first, though, I do want to apologize for not having updated too many videos during the last couple weeks. I'm actually on vacation down in San Antonio, just having a good time. But we are going to be back as soon as Sun and Moon comes out, and we're going to have so much on the channel. So today, as you can see, we have a Alolan Diglett, which was revealed on the screen for you. And we're going to go over his lore and his design and what we think about it. So he's still the mole Pokemon. He is now ground in steel, so picking up that steel typing, which isn't bad, not too bad at all. And he has a new ability, Tangling Hair, which I believe it'll talk about down there in a bit, so we'll get right into it. So I really do like the lore on this guy. As far as the design goes, it's pretty normal compared to regular Diglett. I do like the volcanic kind of rock ring around his body, which looks more Islander, I guess, because all the volcanoes and stuff. But then we got this little sprout of hair, which is a little strange, but we'll see what it turns into when we see Alolan Dugtrio. So, Diglett in the Alola region live near volcanic areas, so they have few places to hide themselves away. Their tunneling activity plows the land, creating cultivated soil that's great for agriculture. Because of this, many people in the Alola region are grateful for the presence of Diglett. The hair-like growths sprouting from Diglett's head are metallic whiskers. It's said that they developed these stiff yet flexible whiskers in order to survive in the hostile volcanic environment. The whiskers provide a sensory function, enabling Alolan Diglett to scan the surrounding area without exposing their faces above ground. Their current emotional state is revealed by their whiskers. When the whiskers stand straight up, they're angry. Whiskers that wave are a sign that the Pokemon is on alert. When they swing their whiskers around, they're in a good mood. And when their whiskers drop, they're feeling lonely or downhearted. So kind of sad. You can tell from his whiskers how he's feeling. I think that's pretty cool that you can tell, because before, you know, Diglett pretty much was an emotionless little mole that nobody knows, and we want to know what is underneath. Please, Pokemon, I want to know what is underground. But anyways, Alolan Diglett can have the Tangling Hair ability, which is a new ability that no other Pokemon has had previously. With the Tangling Hair ability, opponents that hit Alolan Diglett with a move that makes direct contact will have their speed lowered by 1. So moves like Fake Out, any of the punches, Crunch, any of the bite moves, Facade, stuff like that. Anything that physically hits him is going to lower the speed. So I can see that being used pretty good. I think it's better than having Sand Trap or Sand Veil. Or whatever the trap thing is called. I think it's a decent ability, depending on his stats, if they're going to make him more defensive, because right now, regular Diglett has terrible defenses, as you guys are probably aware. Can't take hits very well, so most people run a Focus Sash on him so that they can set up with some EQs, maybe throw rocks out there, because he is really fast. So I'd like to see him get a bit of a defensive boost, maybe cut the speed, maybe he's a bulkier, more physical attacker. Who knows? One thing I do want to mention, guys, sorry for the sound recording on this. There might be a little bit of an echo, and I don't have my mic with me. I'm just recording with this camera, so the quality is not going to be great, but it'll have to make do. Now let's move on to Alolan Dugtrio. Look at this guy. This is the Beach Boys reincarnated. At first, when I saw this, I was like, this is one of the worst designs for a Pokemon I've ever seen. But it's kind of growing on me, and once we read the description, you'll see why. I think it's kind of a cool thing. So he's still the mole Pokemon, ground steel, weighing 146 pounds. How did they weigh this thing? Did they like take Diglett out of the ground? Like how do we not know what it looks like underneath if they've weighed this thing? I don't understand. Still with Sandveil and Tangling Hair. Tangling Hair again, going to be a pretty good ability, I think. So let's read this. This lore is actually one of the cooler lores that we've seen from the Alolan Pokemon, in my opinion. So, in the Alola region, Dugtrio is revered as an incarnation of the god of the land, and it's treated with great importance. This is why the people of Alola fall to their knees and bow deeply whenever they come across an Alolan Dugtrio that has poked its faces out of its burrow. So he's got this golden hair that represents their gods, and I think that is actually really, really cool. Alolan Dugtrio's whiskers shine with a brilliance akin to golden hair. The whiskers are flexible, just like Diglett's, but hard and strong. They continue to grow throughout an Alolan Dugtrio's life, although at a very, very slow rate. Removing Alolan Dugtrio whiskers from the Alola region is prohibited. It's said that those who take them receive divine punishment every year. Many tourists come back, apparently, to return whiskers they had taken. So the reason this is so cool is because if you know anything about actual Hawaiian lore, a lot of tourists, they go to Hawaii and they take these lava rocks from the volcanoes, which are supposed to be sacred to the islands, and they take them home. And apparently a lot of people around the world have bad luck when they take these rocks and stuff from Hawaii, and a lot of people send rocks back or come back to Hawaii to bring the rocks back so that they don't have luck. So I think that's really cool that they incorporated that into the lore of this Pokemon. There is a superstitious belief that many Alolan Dugtrio come out of their holes on a day when a volcano will erupt. All the residents of Alola will flee immediately at the sight. It's thought that Alolan Dugtrio, which live beneath the ground surface, detect movements in the ground that indicate an impending eruption and are so alarmed that they come above ground. So that's a kind of cool lore there, with the golden hair being like a god, and then the different type of punishment that people receive for stealing the whiskers of this god Pokemon, and then him warning the people when a volcano is going to erupt by coming out. I think that's really, really cool. Those are the new Pokemon that we got in this trailer. It's not a new Pokemon. It is a new form, though, which is really cool. Now, we're going to take a look at some of the other stuff. So we did get some new Ultra Beasts. First, we're going to take a look at this. There's no new information on this Pokemon. This is just, it was showed in the trailer. On the website, all it says is even more mystery awaits in Pokemon Sun and Moon. So we don't know if this is going to be a legendary, if this is an Ultra Beast by classification. I have no idea. But we can see he's got these big metallic black arms. Really cool. He's got like this helmet with spikes on it. He almost looks like, I don't even know what he looks like. It's like a crab, robot, pincer type of thing. I don't know. But then he's got these multicolored eyes and teeth, which are very, very cool. Similar to how Zygarde has that different colored pattern on its chest. It kind of shines with the different colors. So I'm wondering if this is going to be able to use a lot of different type attacks, and it's showing the colors to represent that he can pretty much learn any attack, similar to like a Mew or something. I don't know. We don't have a lot of information on this guy, but it looks really cool. I hope that we're going to be able to catch this. It also looks like it could be a synthetically made Pokemon, kind of like Silvally. And type null, but I don't know. It's really, really tough to tell. Looks really cool though. I can't wait to see more about him. We did get to see right here. We're gonna take a look at some of the Pokemon Sun and Moon exclusives. So it looks like for Pokemon Sun, the exclusive Pokemon that we're gonna be getting is Turtonator, Alolan Vulpix, and Passimian, which honestly I'm a little bit upset about because I'm going to be playing through Pokemon Moon first, and I really, really wanted to put Alolan Ninetales on my team. And I was actually wanting Turtonator as well because I thought that as far as some of the Pokemon that have come out, he was one of my favorite ones that out of the new Pokemon. Being that Fire Dragon type, being an alligator snapping turtle, he just looks amazing. So I am a little upset that we're not going to be able to get to play him through our first playthrough. But the Pokemon Moon exclusives are Drampa, Alolan Sandshrew, and Oranguru. You already know Oranguru is my #1 favorite Pokemon that has been revealed from Pokemon Sun and Moon. I think he's a fantastic design. I love orangutans. I think he's going to be great competitively. I can't wait to use him. I was a fan of Drampa, a normal dragon typing, which is new, something that we haven't had. I think his design looks cool. And then Alolan Sandshrew is awesome as well. It's not as cool to me as Alolan Vulpix, but it is really cool, and I love Alolan Sandslash. And then we've already kind of discussed Pokemon Moon. You get the Midnight Lycanroc, and then the Sun, you get the Midday Lycanroc. Looks pretty cool. This says Rockruff is a special Pokemon that can evolve into different forms depending on in which game you're playing. However, you may be able to find both of its evolved forms in the wild. Search for them both day and night. Okay, so this isn't completely exclusive. This, because Pokemon Sun and Moon do have a 12-hour time lapse between them, that means that you can find a Lycanroc midday form in the wild, but will we be able to breed a midday one if I'm playing Moon? Does it just have to be day when I'm breeding, or when I'm evolving, or what? That's kind of cool. I thought that they were going to be complete exclusives, but from reading that, it looks like we'll be able to find both of them in the game. Now let's take a look at the Ultra Beasts. So we got 2 new Ultra Beasts added to the game. This one, UBO3 Lighting, we have no information on. Has nothing. So this guy looks like a bunch of electrical wire. I think in the trailer you get to see him use some type of electrical attack. So obviously he's going to be an electric Pokemon or whatever they are classified as. So that's pretty cool. His design isn't my favorite of the Ultra Beasts. He is kind of lame. I don't get it. The electrical wiring being a Pokemon or something. Maybe Electric Ghost could be. But yeah, this is UBO3. And so what makes this interesting is this is UBO5. And so it goes 3 to 5. We don't know what 4 is. Kind of switches. But this guy, UBO5 Glutton, looks awesome. I think that his design is fantastic. I can't wait to see the shiny version of this guy. He's got this giant stomach, kind of like Gluttony from Full Metal Alchemist. If you haven't seen that show, I feel like that's exactly what they're taking this from. He's got these giant claws. He looks like almost like a giant pumpkin that swallows things. I think this is a fantastic. It almost looks like it could be a Pokemon instead of something other than synthetically made creature or whatever. But we do get a little bit of information about this guy. So this beast has an astounding appetite, and it will completely devour anything in front of its eyes. It's said that it devours not only objects, but the ground, rivers, and even the seas. Despite the abnormal amounts of that this beast consumes, it's said that it doesn't produce any waste products. It's possible that it's completely converting everything it eats into energy to sustain itself, but the true details remain unknown. So this guy is eating the entire land. He eats everything in sight, just like Gluttony from Full Metal Alchemist, which I really, really think is cool. He looks awesome, and I can't wait to catch this guy, honestly. He looks really cool. I'd love to see if the Ultra Beasts are going to be used competitively, if we can even battle with them, or if they're going to be banned in most competitive play. Now we have a couple more things. So those are pretty much the new Pokemon that we've gotten to see, or beasts or whatever. But there are a couple cool little niche things that are also here. So this is a little bit about the new Pokemon, or the special Pokemon we're going to be able to get transferring into the game. So we already know about Ash Greninja. Looks like we're going to be getting it at level 36. Has the same moves as it did in the demo: Water, Shuriken, Aerial Ace, Double Team, and Night Slash. It's going to be holding the Souvenir Ribbon. I don't remember what that does off the top of my head. And having the Battle Bond ability, which when you knock out a Pokemon, he becomes Ash Greninja. So that's pretty cool. And then we have this Magearna, which we're going to be able to get via QR code. So get the mythical Pokemon Magearna at a certain point in the game by scanning a QR code using the QR scanner in Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon. After scanning the code, you'll be able to get Magearna on your team by visiting the Antique Shop in Howley City Shopping Mall. So that shop was actually in that whole city was the city that we got to play in the demo. That's Howley City, or however you say that name. I don't know. It's Howley City, I think. And so we'll be able to go to this antique shop, I guess. I don't think that we got to visit it in the demo, so that'll be kind of cool, something new to see. It's going to be level 50 with the ability Soul Heart, with the moves Fluor Cannon, Flash Cannon, Lucky Chant, and Helping Hand, holding a bottle cap, which I don't know what that does. I think that's a new item. And his ball, which is his form, is going to be the Cherish Ball, and he's going to have a Wishing Ribbon. And then we've already talked about this a little bit. We get the Munchlax on your team. You can get it really early, so obtain the early purchase gift of Munchlax that evolves into pulverizing Snorlax with the Snorlium Z via the internet as a mystery gift. And it looks like it's going to have Thick Fat with Tackle, Metronome, Holdback, and Happy Hour with a Cherish Ball and a Classic Ribbon. I think this Snorlax is going to be good to get using the mystery gift all the way through January like 17th or something like that. So make sure you pick it up before too late. Now, let's see, what else did we have? Oh, yes, we got 2 more things for this video. We have the exclusive Z moves for the starters final evolutions. I'm not going to go over them. I definitely suggest you check out the trailer. The link will be in the description of this video, so you can go ahead, click there, and take a look at it. I highly recommend it. It looks really, really cool. So we have the new moves. So the move for Decidueye, which is Sinister Arrow Raid. Decidueye slices through the air together with a hail of arrow quills, crashing into the target before dealing the final blow with its arrows. So that's pretty cool. Then we have Incineroar using what's it called? Malicious Moonsault. So spouting flames from its flame belt, Incineroar leaps high into the sky and dives down upon its target. This move was really, really cool because he like summons like this wrestling ring, then gets in the corner and jumps up and devastation. Pretty cool. And then we have our exclusive Z move, Oceanic Operetta from Primarina, using, so it says Primarina manipulates a huge water balloon with its voice. You can see right there, there's the water balloon. And then causes it to explode over the target's head to deal great damage. I thought this move was really, really cool. And the sound was really elegant. I think it's going to be really, really cool. And then the final thing that we will be talking about in this video is this. So, this is the new Pokemon Sun and Moon communications thing. So this is like Battle Spot and playing online with people, which is really, really cool. There's a lot of new things that they're adding that I think are really, really going to be effective for the community as a whole to really grow and to just be able to have a better support system to fight. And it's not going to be like, oh, this guy's using all legendary stuff like that. But anyways, we'll get into it. So there are 4 formats of link battles. That's 4, count them. Participate throughout the game. There's Quick Link, which is local wireless, which pretty much every Pokemon game has pretty much had. Then we have the link battles in the Festival Plaza, which you can do local wireless or you can do it on the internet. We have the battle spot for free battles, and then we have the battle spot for raiding battles, so very similar to what we have right now. Some battle methods are restricted from use depending on the format. So single and double battles are permitted in any of those formats. So you can do them in Quick Link, Link Battles, Battle Spot, free battle, and the raiding battles. Multi-battles are permitted only in link battles in the Festival Plaza. So if you want to do multi-battles, then you're going to have to go to the Festival Plaza, which is this new in-game area where you're going to be able to do a bunch of interactive stuff online and locally as well. And then we have, you can play in the battle format via link battles in the Festival Plaza and the Battle Spot free battle. So pretty cool. Now we have this. This is like this is the big thing, which I think is going to change a lot of people wanting to do more battles online. It's really going to bring a lot of people into the online battling and maybe even help the community as getting more competitive. So, Pokemon permitted in the Battle Spots free battles. The Battle Spots free battle format now has the ability to choose whether or not to include special Pokemon, which are certain legendary Pokemon and mythical Pokemon for Pokemon selection. So, it's a very small change, but this is a huge, huge game changer. Right now, if you, well, I guess Battle Spot's down right now because they're getting ready for Sun and Moon. But right before they took it down, you could go into free battle and you would see people with a team of Primal Groudon, Primal Kyogre, Mega Rayquaza, Mega Kangaskhan, Xerneas, Yveltal, all these just legendary Pokemon trying to get the easy win. And I don't see how that's fun. So there's only raiding battle, which restricts a lot of those Pokemon so you can't use them. So this is going to make it so that people like me who want to train and, test out their teams, I don't have to go into raiding battle to go against the format. I can choose now to go against people who are going to be playing in the format. It'll still be competitive, but it's not for a rating. So I can test out my team, see if they're going to be working good enough to bring them to the rating battle. I think that's going to be huge. I think a lot of people are going to be able to finally get into competitive battling because of this. And if you like to battle with the legendaries, you have the option to do that. I think that's a completely genius idea. I don't know why they didn't do this before. It makes no sense, but I'm so happy that they're going to be doing this. And then the last thing we have here, transmission of regulation data. There are plans to distribute regulation data as needed so that players can experience different regulations together with their friends or other players in Festival Plaza, even outside of competitions. Notifications regarding which regulations are currently available will be provided at the Pokemon Global link. So when the game comes out, we'll be able to find out what all the regulations are for competitive play, for the Festival Plaza, all this stuff. But that is pretty much it. I'm super excited for this game, guys. So close to getting it. It's so close. We're going to be streaming for pretty much 3 days straight, and it's going to be so exciting. We're going to try to beat the game in 3 days, completely streaming over on Twitch. My Twitch link will be in the description, as always, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you're excited for Pokemon Sun and Moon, let me know which one you're going to be playing down in the comments below. And if you're going to be battling, if you're just a person that wants to play through it casually, let me know what you guys think. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. As always, guys, if you're not hydrating, you're dehydrating. Quote by Lee.